It's your boy More Fades, and I am back with another haircut tutorial. In today's video, I will be doing a high burst fade with no C-cup with a deep faded beard as well. I will be adding some color enhancements, and I will be showing you guys how to apply that and try to keep it natural as possible. Let's jump right into the video. Just like with every haircut, you always want to start off just combing everything out. So we're not going to be touching anything on the top, anything on the back, but we are going to be fading the sides, and we are going to be doing a deep beard fade. So it's always nice to comb everything out in the direction that the hair is growing. And this is also just easier for the guard to go through the hair a lot easier. So that's why I just comb through every single canvas before I start cutting, you know, the really combing out to its normal growth pattern, just checking for any calyx or anything. I'm just gonna start debulking out my area first. Normally for a higher burst fade, you know, you would start right here and you would just make a curve. But I'm not gonna make that curve. I am just gonna make a line, and I'm gonna make another line right there. So now, since I already know the shape that I am trying to create, I'm gonna start by debulking out the area. So I'm gonna throw on the 3-guard with my 245 clippers. So when I'm debulking, I still wanna keep this right here. I just want to blend right into it. So I'm gonna start off with the 3-guard. And as I get right up to the ridge, I am gonna start to just scoop right out. Because now we just want to blend right into that hair. So right under that 3-guard open, we're just gonna close the lever up all the way. And we're going right underneath that 3-guard open. And I'm still using a flick out motion right when I get to the ridge, because I do not want to create a guideline. So now everything right here I know is a 3. So right underneath that 3, we're gonna put the 2, and we're gonna start open. And this is also called stacking your guards, because I am stacking my guards right on top of each other. Still make sure that you are scooping right out, and you can already see that my shape is starting to get created what I want. So right underneath that 2-guard open, we're gonna do the 2-guard close. Now I'm gonna set in my first bar guideline. So we're gonna do a high burst fade with no C-cup, which means he is not gonna have none of this. So I'm gonna start right at the bottom of the vertical bar, and I'm going to come in, and now I'm just gonna go straight across. So right when the line get behind the ear, that's where I want to place my next line. So I'm gonna fold the ear back, and now we're just gonna come straight up. And now you're just gonna connect that line. Now it's okay if your line just look too pointy and too sharp, that's fine. It's just going to blend right out at the end. Now we can remove all the bulk that's at the bottom of the line. And since I am working in like a smaller area, I'm not gonna be using both sides of the shaver. I'm just gonna be using just a single side. So I like to start with the single, and right when I get near that line, I like to just scoop right out. This is your first form of your transition that you are going to be creating. And you can already see my transition that I'm creating. Like this, like your first blurry effect of the fade. Just don't take it and just go all the way up to the line. If you were to do that, this line is gonna be really, really tough for you to get out, and you might not even get it out. So just make sure you are just scooping right out once you get to the top of that line. So now I know exactly where I should be placing all my guidelines at. If you do the 2, you still got room. So if you do the 3, no guard open, half, 1.5. Them are your guards right there, and that's your guideline that you should be following. So now I know where exactly to place these guidelines at. So I come back with a 245 clipper, and just to check the width of the guideline, just go back and do it again. It's the same exact width, and that's going to be my first guideline. Here's a quick tip. If you're struggling with getting out your guidelines, just go back and pick up the same trimmer that you set that line in with, and just come back against the line and just tap at it. Don't go up too much. Just slight little taps at that guideline. And this is just softening up that line so it can be a lot easier to take it out. So now I'm gonna come back with the clipper, and I'm gonna be using the same exact system that I always use. I'm gonna start close, and I'm gonna tap at the line. Once I see that line shift up, I'm gonna open up my lever 1 notch. And we're just using the corner of the blade, which means I'm using the last 3 teeth. Once I see that shift, I'm gonna open up my lever again. Now I should be halfway in the lever, and I should be at the very top of the guideline. If that line is not taken out, just go back and repeat your same exact steps. Tapping at it, once it shifts, open up your lever 1 notch. And notice how the growth pattern is changing right here. So this is the way how I want to take out that line. Now we're gonna go halfway in the lever. It should be at the very top of the guideline. Now we're gonna come back with the 0.5 guard. And that is gonna be the same consistency with this guideline going all the way around the head. And I'm gonna go over it multiple times just to make sure I have this guideline down to its desired length. And when I am setting in my lines, I'm always making sure that I am scooping instead of just going straight up, because I am not trying to create another guideline. Trying to just make that guideline super soft to take it out. Same thing for the neckline. So you see how the hair is growing down. So that's the way how we want to pretty much set in the line. To take out this line, we're gonna go halfway in the lever. Now I need to be halfway in that guideline. I don't wanna go any higher than halfway. Now we're gonna close the lever up all the way. Now we're just gonna worry about hitting just the bottom of the guideline. Repeat the same exact steps. We're gonna go halfway. Now we're gonna go all the way close. Now you can see we still have a line that's left over from the 0.5. So to remove that, you're just gonna take off the guard and you're just gonna use the corner of the blade with no guard open to remove the rest of that line that's left over. Using the corners, and you can see how I left this area a little bit darker near the vertical bar. That's because when I go and line him up, I still want this area to be nice and dark. Next guard will be the 1.5. Now we are going to start to blend this line out. I'm gonna start open and I'm gonna go up. And now I am scooping right out, right around this area. At this point, we are not trying to set in no more guidelines. Our main focus is blending out this line. So we're going up, and this is the motion that I am using. Going up and scooping right out. Going up, scooping right out. Once this lighten up, close the lever up. Now your main focus is just hitting that bottom line right there. You do not want to go any higher now. And we're doing the same motion. Some people think once the hair hit that part of the guard, that is cutting hair. You actually got to go through. So you can see how much the guard is went through that guideline. You can see when the hair is hitting. As long as I know when that cutting blade is, now I can scoop right out. You have to feed the guard through the hair and you just scoop. You can already see the line is starting to lighten up. Now to get rid of the rest of this line, let's come back with the 0.5. 0.5 open, just using the corners. When I say I'm using the corners, I mean the last 3 teeth of the blade. And you can just rock it back and forth. So let's start open and let's start to remove that line. I'm gonna close it up a little bit and go halfway. So since we are gonna do a deeper beard fade, we are going to start our ball guide line right there, and we're gonna fade that out later. But we're just gonna move on to the next step. Now we're just gonna be repeating the same exact steps on this side. So I threw back on the 3. We're going right up, and we are just gonna scoop right out. Then we're just gonna close it, and just gonna repeat the same exact steps. Now we're gonna come right behind the ear, and we're just gonna follow this going straight up. So the next guard will be the 2, and we're just gonna repeat the same exact steps. So I know this is a 3. Everything right here is a 3. Right underneath that 3, we want to place the 2. And I am open. So I'm going right to the 3, and I'm scooping right out. Let's do the 2 close, and let's put that right underneath the 2 open. Again, this is called stacking your guards. Let's set in our first initial ball guideline. So we're gonna start right at the bottom of the vertical bar, and we're gonna take this straight across. Right when I get right behind the ear, I'm gonna stop. And we are going to make a straight line, just going right up. Remove all the bulk at the bottom of the guideline. So right when we get close to that guideline, we're gonna start scooping right out. And you can already see the transition that I have created. Now, if you're struggling with, setting in your guidelines, if you're making them too wide or you're making them too small and you don't know, you can just do the 3-finger method. This will tell you exactly where you need to place your guidelines. This is going to be no guard open. This is going to be my 0.5, and this is going to be my 1.5. And this also should be the length of your guideline. So now that I know that already, now I can come in, no guard open. I can check it and see, and there it is. Now I'm able to keep fading. Remember, you want everything nice and neat. You don't want to put in a sloppy guideline. Now we're gonna take it out. Same system, we're gonna start close. And we're gonna start to tap at the line. Once you see that guideline start to shift up for you, just open up your lever 1 notch Now you're gonna start to tap at this line. Once you see this guideline start to shift, you're gonna open up your lever up halfway, and you should be halfway in the lever, halfway in the guideline. If your line is still not out, just go back and let's just repeat the same exact steps. I set that line in with my Tune 45 trimmer, so that's the line. So this is the trimmer that I need to take this line out with. And I'm just gonna be using just the corners just to remove the rest of that line. Come back with the 0.5, we're gonna go open. Now that's where my 0.5 guideline is gonna be. Since his hair is growing downwards, I'm just gonna fade it upwards. Now we're gonna go all the way close, just tapping at the bottom of the line. I can see his hair is slightly growing towards me, so I'm just gonna angle it a little bit just so I can cut it in the direction that it is growing. Same as that steps here, start halfway, just soften it up, then you go all the way close. So I already know this 0.5 is not gonna remove this line. I know I'm gonna have to take the guard off and I'm gonna have to come back with no guard open. And I'm still just gonna be using the corners now to remove the rest of that line left over from the 0.5. If the line is not coming out, we're just gonna open up our lever just one notch. And we're just gonna still stay right there on that line until it comes out. And it's still not coming out, so we're just gonna open up our lever again, and now it is coming out. You see, I'm just staying right on the guideline. I'm not worried about nothing else but that guideline. If it's not coming out, just open up the lever one notch and just continue to just hit that guideline until your line comes out. Next guide will be the 0.5, just to clean up some stuff or see if there's anything that we missed. And it's really not cutting anything, so that just shows me already that we already cleared out this area. So now with the 0.5, we'll remove the rest of this line. So we're gonna start open. I'm not about to take this and come all the way up here. Your main focus is just hitting that line. So we're gonna start open, just using the corners, and we're just gonna start to just hit that line, trying to remove it. Notice how the hair is growing towards me. So that's the way how we want to fade it. It's not coming out, so let's just open up the lever one notch and just continue to just stay on that line and work it out. And you can see how my blend is pretty much coming together. And it's gonna be the same system, but this time we are fading down instead of just fading upwards. So we're gonna go no guard open. We're gonna go all the way close, hitting that guideline, open it up one notch, halfway, done. Now we're gonna come back with the 0.5. Halfway in the lever, that means you should be halfway in that guideline, all the way close. So I'm gonna come back with the 2, and we are just gonna debulk out this area a little bit. Now we're gonna come with the 0.5, worrying about this line. Now we're gonna close it up all the way. So now to take out the rest of that line is gonna be the 0.5, open, and we're just gonna blend this right out. All right, now we're gonna jump into prepping out the lineup. So I just wanna start by just combing everything down. First, I'm just gonna come with a wipe, and we are just gonna start to just basically wash his hairline. Like, we are gonna scrub it. And all this doing is just cleaning any dirt and oils, you know, that's on the skin. Then I'm gonna come back with a towel, and we are just going to wipe everything off. Then I'm gonna come back with some dry shampoo. All I'm concerned about is just really hitting the tip and like the hairline area so that can get clean. And then we are gonna come back with some alcohol. Gonna come back with some holding spray, and we're just gonna lightly just mist. So now we are about to line up his vertical bar. Then I'm gonna come and line up the second vertical bar. So I'm just gonna start right in the middle. That's your balance. That is where everything flows. And you just wanna make the straightest line that you possibly can. I'm always gonna step away to make sure that I am lining the client up straight. I'm just taking my time. So now we're just gonna come right back to the middle, because that's our balance. This is him lined up natural. This is the natural lineup without any enhancements or anything added. All right, so I will be applying some color enhancements. I will be using the Beam Team cordless compressor with the no drip color enhancements. The color is Honest Black, and you really don't need too much of it. I just like to just pour just like a little bit of it. Just something to get you going, something to get you rolling. And they have the button right here where you can just turn it on. You're good to start spraying. And I'm gonna be using the Sean Cuts Hair Color Enhancement Clutch Card. So how I like to apply my enhancements, I like to just put the card right on the line. Instead of just spraying the color right on the head, I like to just spray it right on the card and let it mist on right to the hairline. And this color is waterproof as well, so he'll be able to get in the pool, he'll be able to get in the shower. The only thing that's going to take this color out is you getting in the shower and physically scrubbing it out with shampoo or alcohol. I am going to be using the precision pencil. So since he does have like lighter skin, I'm still going to be using like the nude side. It's already sharpened, fresh pad. So instead of me just drawing the line on, I like to put the pencil right on my forearm and just scribble it on there a little bit. Cause I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's hard for me to come and like draw like a real straight thin line. So by me doing this and coming back with the trimmer, it's a lot easier for me. So I like to just come in, take it with the trimmer, and now I can come in and now I can make my pencil line. So when I come back with the razor now and I bring everything right to the line, it's gonna like blend in perfectly. So we're gonna line them up back here. So I think I'm just gonna like just do like a real nice little circular shape, just so we don't have to take off like all that excess hair. Something that's gonna be way more natural for them. You should always wanna tailor every haircut to the client's head. So I'm gonna be using some Tune 45 shave gel with the Tune 45 Turkish razor. This is the pink one, and I named her Pink Panther, baby. With like just one dot right there, one dot right here. We're gonna be lining up the mustache, so I'm gonna put one right there, and that's pretty much all you need. So we're gonna start by just blending this in a little bit. We're just gonna bring everything just right back to the line. And now we can just line it right up. And you can see how it's starting to just flow right in. Trav wanted a deep faded beard. So instead of me coming in with the foil shaver and balding this completely out, I kept some stubble right there. So when I come and line it up, I can see where that beard line is. I can line it up, blow a bubble. And now, since he want all this balded out, now since I already have the line in there, now I can really come in now, and now I can just get rid of it. But I don't need it anymore. I already know where that natural line was, so like, come in and just bald that completely out. And that is gonna be his faded beard, this part right here. Now we're gonna work on the front hairline, and we're gonna razor everything right back to the front hairline. All right, bro, here go your cut.
Yes, sir. I'm back in the game. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yo, you see the difference from like how I am like bringing it straight down and then dropping it? It's like you give it like more of like some. I think it's just better, but like the shape and everything.
More depth.
Yeah, that's fire. Ugly motherfucker.